Hi, and welcome to this full body strength training routine. I'll be using a resistance band today, one that has handles and a heavy weight. You could also use a set of dumbbells for this workout. I would recommend about 5 pounds. All moves are standing and all moves are osteoporosis friendly. We're going to get started with a warm-up. So making sure you have a wide space around you, and then also have a chair, countertop, or mantle handy for some moves at the end. We'll need a base of support. Feet are underneath those hips. Give me some big, wide arm circles all the way up and back. Small bend in the knees, proud chest, and we're going to keep our core engaged here as well. Let's reverse that circle. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms out to the side, just alternating high knees. Let's add our arms crossing in front. Keep the shoulders down and relaxed. Open and closing. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet again underneath those hips. Inhale, arms up, and then hinging at the hips, keeping the knees straight. Send the hips to the back of the room and reach forward. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Feeling a beautiful stretch in those hamstrings. The neutral spine, so no rounding of the back here. One more, inhale. Exhale, reach. And back up. Lower those arms. Let's take it to a step touch. Adding the arms, let's reach and pull. Really squeeze those elbows back. We'll be doing some exercises that are great for posture today in the upper back, so make sure the muscles are nice and warm. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me some leg swings, holding onto your chair or base of support if you need to. We're just loosening that hip, swinging the leg front and back. A little bend in the knee. And now let's take the leg side to side. You can keep the toe on the ground and make a little semicircle if you like, or you can swing it across and out, adding the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, other side. Front swings, and back. Squeeze that glute when that leg comes behind you. Stand up tall, helps work on our balance as well. A few more like this. Okay, side to side, again, pointing the toes side to side or bringing it off the floor, adding the arms when you're ready. Again, hold on to the chair if you need to. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Widening the legs, keeping the toes facing forward. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Come back to center, other side. Shift those hips to the back. Proud chest, neutral spine. Let's add our arms. We're going to swing down and up when we come center. Down and up. Core engaged, pulling the navel into the spine. Big reach and sit. reach, and sit. We're just increasing that heart rate a bit here, making sure the muscles are nice and warm. Two more like this. Arms to the side, and then turn the toes to the side as well, or to the corners. Bend the knees out to the side, down and up as we swing our arms down and up as well. Neutral back, dropping those hips, keeping the knees pressed out to the side so they're in line with the toes. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hopefully you are nice and warm after that big dynamic warm up. Grab your hand weights or your band. You can also use a resistance band without handles, like a theraband as well. We are going to start standing on it with both feet and play around a little bit. The further apart they are, the more difficult it'll be, or if you squeeze your feet closer together, it'll give you a little bit more room to work with on that band. Starting with your right arm, we have a corner bicep curl here, so hand towards the other shoulder, and then out to the side, wide bicep curl. So we're just going to repeat this, controlling the swing down out to the side. Check your posture. Are you standing tall? Tummy in and shoulders down and back. Slow and controlled here. One more. And same thing left side. Cross and side. Keep the elbow close to your side, close to your waist here, making that bicep work. We have 2 more. Last one. All right, turning your palms towards the front or towards me. First option is to lift them up to the waist. We're going to do what's called a good morning, great for the backs of the legs. Again, proud chest, sending the hips back. We lean forward, using the backs of the legs and the glutes, come back up. For a bigger challenge, you can bring the hands closer to the shoulders and look down and lift up. So the resistance band here is providing just that, a greater resistance. Really challenging those hamstrings to lift up. Grow tall. Hips come back and up. Ooh, your biceps might be feeling it with this isometric hold. 2 more like this. And release it down. Take your right leg out, and you can drop the band down. And then switch your handle to your right hand. We are going to pull, give myself a little more length here, from the low hip to the high corner, kind of like a sword draw. So give yourself a couple test pulls here to get it at a good resistance for you. Really using the back of our shoulders, great for our posture. So we come up to the corner, then I want you to bend the elbow and straighten it again. Great for the tricep. So we go down, lift high corner, bend and straighten. Spine is straight and neutral here, so no twisting. And then really keep that navel pulled into that spine. Working the core here, our base of support. Nice job. Let's do 2 more. And release. Same thing other side. So let's step on it with your right leg. Handle into the left hand. Feet underneath the hips. Give yourself a couple test pulls here for challenging resistance for you. Here we go. We go up, bend, extend, and down. Really think about using that upper back and in back of that shoulder to lift the arm to the corner. Are you breathing? Nice job. Stay with me. And one more. And release. Roll those shoulders, shake it out. We're going to put both handles, hold both handles under one leg, and I need to choke up here. So I'm going to put my hands through the handles and then really kind of bend down and grab a lot lower on my band here. I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see. So we have one foot in front, one back, up into like a little kickstand here. So on the toe, heel lifted. We are going to do a staggered single leg deadlift here, coming down and lifting up. So the movement here comes from the hips with a hip hinge. So down and lift up. Really want you to feel it in the glute in your front leg. And lift. Tummy pulled in. 3, 2, and last one. Come up about halfway. Roll those arms back for me. Back, release. Pull the elbows back. Stay nice and close to our sides. And we have a straight line from the crown of our head to our back heel. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stand up tall. Don't release the bands just yet. Taking this into a lunge. Holding your chair if you need to. A little bit of a further step back with the back leg. Now the movement comes from the knees, down and up. Only as low that's comfortable for you. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Same thing, other side. So making sure you're stepping on that band with the other foot. Kickstand that back leg. Coming down, choke up on that band a bit so you have some resistance. Core engaged, shoulders down and back. Here we go. We lift and down. Think about most of the weight, like 80% being in that front heel, 20% being in the back toe. Tummy in. Again, you're feeling this in the back of that front leg and into the glute. Last 2. Last one, come up halfway. This time with our row, our elbows are going wide. So out and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Depending on the length of your band, you may have a better or bigger range of motion. Final 4, 3, 2, and we come up. Slight step back with that back leg. Last set of lunges. Here we go. Down and lift. Just bending that back knee. Proud chest. Final 3, And last one. Woo, powerful, strong legs. Shake that out. We will give our legs a little break, folding the band in half. We're going to work on our upper back a bit, a little bit of a wider stance. We're going to take the band overhead and then bend the elbows and stretch that band behind and coming back up. Stretch behind, really squeezing those shoulder blades. Behind. Dropping those elbows. Big bend here. Woo, firing up those back muscles. Another great exercise for posture. You got it. Stay with me for 3 more. Last 2. And the last one. Release it down. All right, let's put our hand through one handle, holding on with the other hand, the other handle, and again, kind of choking up. And we're going to go at an angle here. Stabilizing, right arm doesn't move. Left arm is going to straighten that band, pushing down to the bottom corner. Halfway up, push down. Adjust your band if you need more or less resistance. This is another great exercise for that tricep. The trick here is to keep the shoulders pressed down. They want to help, and they tend to creep up here. Don't let them. For 3, 2. Last one. Let's switch hands. Up at that high angle. Maybe do a test pull. Here we go. Press down, halfway up. Down, halfway up. Shoulders down. Really straighten that arm. Feeling that tricep muscle. Push, release. All right, let's go 3, 2. Last one. We're almost done, guys. Time for your chair. We're going to face our chair. I'm going to face side. You can still face me. And very lightly, we're just going to hold onto the handles or your band. Or if you have hand weights, you can put them down now. And we're going to put one leg through our band, standing up nice and tall. We are going to kick back with our leg for the glutes. So we kick back, release, kick back, and bend. As you kick back, think about straightening that knee. Again, that band is providing resistance here, working the glutes. Back and in. 3 more like this. Excellent. I'm going to turn to the side for our side leg lifts. Band at the waist, up and down. Small bend in that standing knee, and stand tall for me. You got it. 4 more like this. Last 2. And 1. Same position, but we're going to pull that leg across for the inner thigh. Come back to center. Lift and center. Keeping our hips square to the front. Just using that resistance. Pulling with that inner thigh. 2 more. Same thing, other side. Then we do a move for abdominals, stretch, and we are done. So going back to that kickback, make sure you switch legs. A little bend in the standing knee. Kick it back, bring the knee in. Just have a slight hinge forward, core engaged. But really put your mind where the muscle is, thinking about that glute. And the leg does not have to be high at all. Press it back. 2 more. And turning to the side. Side leg lifts up and down. Grow an inch taller. For 4, 3, 2. Last one, directly into the inner thigh lift. Crossing the midline of the body. Think about leading with that heel or ankle. 3. And last one. Release the band. You can put it down for now. We are done with it. Last move for abdominals. We're going to do some standing mountain climbers. So holding onto your base of support, stepping way back with the feet. So we have a nice straight line with the crown of our head. If you're comfortable, you can come up onto your toes. Roll the shoulders down and back. Tuck the hips. So here we have a little modified standing plank. Pull the belly button into the spine. And when you're ready, we bring the knee in and send it back. Keeping a neutral spine here, so no rounding of the back. Boy, are we working those lower abs, lifting the knees. Stay with me. Just 2 more. Release. Lower back down onto those heels. Send the hips back. Hinge forward with a flat back. Nice job, guys. Take a couple deep breaths. Stretching the backs of the legs. And then we come back up. Let's go directly into a hamstring stretch. So flexing front foot, toe to the ceiling. Sit back into those hips to feel a beautiful stretch in the backs of the legs. Inhale. And exhale. Coming to a standing position for a quad stretch. If you are unable to grab your ankle or your toe, use your band for assistance. And try to match our knees together. And again, standing up tall. Feeling a great stretch in the front of the leg. Breathe. Release the leg. And then coming into a figure 4, crossing the ankle onto that thigh and sitting back. Now you should feel on the outside of that hip and into the glute. Deep breath. And come on back up. Same thing, other side. Send those hips back. Flex the foot, toe to the ceiling. Hinging forward, flat back. And when you're ready, come on up. Again, using your band for assistance if you need it. Grabbing that foot, matching the knees, maybe a little pelvic tuck here to really feel that stretch in the quad and in the hip flexor. Release the leg, crossing over, knee to the side, sitting back into those hips again, flat back. Give me a big inhale, and exhale again. Release the leg and come out of that. Both arms out to the side, open up that chest, and then crisscross the arms, giving yourself a big hug. Dropping the shoulders down. And let's take our head to one side. Back to center. And then to the other side. And back to center. Open up the arms again. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. And then bend, tricep stretch, elbow to the ceiling. Take the left arm all the way back and around. And the goal here is to grab those fingertips together. It's okay if they don't reach. It's a great shoulder stretch and tricep stretch. And let's reverse that. Both arms out to the side. Up. Bend that elbow. Back arm comes back and around. This side is more flexible on me. My fingers are just barely touching. Big inhale. And exhale. Release it down. Shoulder circles. Releasing any tension. For 3, 2, and 1. And then finally, big inhale. Arms come up, hold them up there, and then climb that ladder, reaching an inch higher each time. Grow taller. 3, 2, and 1. And exhale down. I hope you feel amazing. I know I do. Thank you for working out with me. I will have information about my resistance band in the description box below, and I'll see you next time.